Hello, welcome back to my channel, and today is going to be kind of a little bit of a different video. It's another sit down one where I kind of just talk at you guys, but today is going to be me articulating my music education philosophy. I am working to become a music educator. I want to be a high school band teacher, and while of course band is about learning the notes and the rhythms and how to play music together, I think that education overall is so much more than just the content that you teach students. It's about taking these young adults, filling their toolbox with tools to help them succeed in our society, and then letting them loose. So, in my opinion, if we let them loose and they don't have the proper tools, we as educators have failed them. School is a part of just about everybody's life. It is a human right in America. You have the right to an education, and because it's part of everybody's life, I think it is much more than just learning about counting or learning about reading. It's learning about how to be a person. It's socializing. It's being around people that have different opinions than you. It's being around authority and knowing when it is time to challenge authority and when it's time to respect it. Education is a part of the human experience, and I think we've kind of lost sight of that in the last couple of decades. In trying to reform education, we lose sight of the fact that school doesn't have to be hard and long and tedious and aggressive. It can be something that people can laugh at and smile at and build great memories with. And I think the non-STEM classes, your art classes, your theater classes, your music classes, things like that, really add to the human experience of being educated. And it makes people want to go to school. As a band director, my job, personally, is not to create as many musicians as possible. I am not trying to funnel all of my students to music schools. I think that is ridiculous. Music is not just about music. Mozart said it himself that music is not in the notes but in the silence between. Music to me is just a platform to teach how to be a better person. Through music, I have been able to increase my patience with myself and with others. I have been able to understand nonverbal communication at a skyrocketed level. I have been able to interpret people's emotions and feelings without even talking to them. Music has made me a better person because of the way I practice and the way that I interpret music and how all of these little subtle things translate into real life. And those are the things I want to pull out of each of my students in my band classroom. We also all know the scientific studies that support that students in music ensembles perform better in school. They have higher GPAs, they are able to retain information for longer, and they are able to work well with other people because that's all they do in band anyway. All you do is work with 60 other people to make one beautiful sound. And I think it adds to the human experience. Music is fun. Sometimes a class needs to be fun for the sake of being fun, and grading how much fun you have is kind of what band is. As a teacher, I will default have respect for all of my students. Whether they give it to me first or not, I have no right to determine whether or not this young adult has the ability to receive my respect. I am the teacher, I am the adult, I am the one in charge, and I need to relay my respect to everyone equally, or we cannot accomplish anything. If nothing else, I will respect you as the student. Every student that walks into my classroom is more than a student. They're people. They have lives outside of my classroom. Even outside of the other classrooms, they have lives outside of school. Some of them are struggling. Some of them have parents that aren't there all the time. Some of them have brothers and sisters that are in the hospital. Some of them are an only child that doesn't get attention from their parents. Some of them are struggling with money and don't have the water to bathe themselves every day. Some of them don't have the lights on. Some of them don't have internet. I'm not here to judge what happens outside of your life, but I need to recognize as an educator that those things in your life don't disappear when the bell rings. That is why I truly believe in giving everybody default respect. You're a human being just like I am, and while my problems may be different from yours, I'm not going to belittle your problems because they're not mine. In my old high school, we had a big poster hanging up in the front of the classroom above the whiteboard that said, "Protect this house." And it was a philosophy that was short and simple and to the point. If you're walking into this band room, you are part of a family that we are here to protect. We protect the environment, the instruments, and each other. Our own personal philosophies, our own opinions, and the way that we treat each other and ourselves is shown with respect. And we must protect that. Protect each other from people that want to stop the greatness that is happening in this classroom. So I personally want to also put up a poster in my classroom that says, protect this house and everything in it, because we should. We should treat the instruments and each other with as much respect as we do in any other classroom and as we do when we leave the school. At the end of the day, Miss Mudiwa wants to remove any and all things that keep students from growing and from making beautiful music together. If we cannot grow as people, and if we cannot make beautiful music together, the obstacle that is in the way of that will be removed. I will have the authority in my classroom. I have the last say on all the decisions we make, but it is decisions that we, as a classroom, will make. Something as small as, do you want a crescendo here? Let's try it. Okay, cool. We are going to crescendo here. It is a collaborative effort. Everything in my classroom will be. But a collaborative effort has to have a final say, and I am it. And that's it. I want to make sure that every student that leaves my classroom, leaves the school, graduates, can leave with confidence knowing that whatever life may throw at them, they're prepared, or they know how to get prepared. I may not be able to give them all the answers as soon as they're done with school, but I'm a resource. Email me, call me, text me. Your other teachers are resources. And I want to make sure all my students know that in my classroom, they are safe, respected, and loved. Bye.